Right folks, we're back with Kerbal Space Program with the Wolf Pack. Previous episode we tried to launch the tin can into high orbit and it kind of failed miserably, but we got a bunch of science for it. We got 174 science all in, so we can afford to get one more of these sciences here, and I'm just quickly going through just to see what we think would be excuse me, what would be best for our interests, so to speak. We'll get fuel systems, that was kind of meh. Smaller probe body, fuel, etc, etc. That one might be interesting for stuff, but we've got the giant solid rocket boosters and the giant engines. I think basically what I'm going to go for is I think we'll go for the smaller engines and stuff, because that'll make our probes more lightweight, meaning we can basically be more efficient. And efficient is good because that means we can go further, faster, and something else. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the tin can and we're going to redesign the tin can now that we've got this smaller technology, because look at this glorious stuff, glorious wee fuel tanks here. So we'll strap on some fuel tanks, and then is this the look at the tiny wee engine. How much oomph does that have? In a vacuum it's got 20 kilonewtons, 60. I mean, look, our top of the range magical engine, where is it? 240 kilonewtons in a vacuum compared to 20. But look at the size difference. It's almost like 1/10 size. So it's a nice trade-off. And then these smaller tanks here have less fuel, blah blah blah. But the only downside to having the smaller body basically means that this is going to look out of place, because we need that. That's a science bit. That's good for stuff. But we can strap our stuff on underneath, and if this is going to have to return, we can always just plop a heat shield on the top of that. Wait, did we get a smaller heat shield? Oh, well, we got a smaller heat shield, so we could always stick that in the bottom, but then the engine wouldn't be able to work. So we'll stick it on the top, flip it around, just plop that there. Sciencey stuff, or communication. Gonna need some of that jargon. That can live in there. Science, we got the mystery goo container. We need the pressureometer, and my favourite, the temperature gauge. Utilities, we can put a light on it if we want. Gonna need some batteries. Batteries are notoriously heavy things, so what we'll do is we'll basically start staggering these around the ship. Look at that. How much battery charge does that have? There was a way to see everything. Like battery charge and stuff. 100, so we've got 400 battery charge. And then we'll get our solar panels. This thing's going to be absolutely riddled with solar panels. Plonk, 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 plonk. Plonk, 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 plonk. And do we want a couple up here? We'll have 2 up here like that. And then we'll start. What was it to copy paste again? Control click? Control click? Alt click? It was alt click. Yeah, we'll have that underside because we need to keep the material bay doors open and clear of all obstructions. Do we want extra fuel? Or we could take these thumper liquid engines. These will burn through that fuel in no time. But we could attach an SRB onto the bottom of this. Me thinks, just for a purely for circularization purposes. Coupling, let's get ourselves, not that big one there. Oh fuck. So we're going to have that one on there. That engine cowling looks silly. SRB, where's the solid rocket booster? We'll take the flea. What's that? It's thrust in a vacuum, 192, so that'll be good for a a bit of get up and go. Do we want to structurally secure this even better with some tassels? Doof. They don't want to connect. That's why sometimes in a KSP you get these little things being a little bit pernickety as to where they want to attach. Will they attach like that, is the question. There we go. That's solid. So there's our satellite. And then this is going to be our get up and go stage. So what we need now is another coupling. Boom. And then we'll just go with our bog standard tried and tested method of sticking a bunch of fuel underneath it and then hoping it's got enough get up and go. In fact, we'll get a wee bit more. This is probably going to fail miserably. Boop. And then because we've got the slightly larger fuselage, it means we can get the bigger solid rocket boosters. Good stuff. Now, will they separate away successfully? Because preferably what we would have is we've got these cool wee rockets that we don't quite have researched yet. They're called Sepratrons, and they basically are they're basically tiny solid rocket boosters designed to push big stupid things like this away for the actual fuselage of the spacecraft's launch stage, so it doesn't come back in on itself like we've been seeing happening previously. Aerodynamics, we need a nose cone. Nose cone, aerodynamics. Boop. Right. Launch. Get it up into space. Do we want another stage? We need another stage. We need another decoupler. This is a heavy rocket with multiple stages. This is getting complicated, a wee bit too complicated for my brain. We put it in the floor yet? It's just only a wee bit in the floor. Where's our probe core? There we go. Right, so staging will go as, no wait, we forgot the control towers to hold them all in place. They provide electrical charge as well, so while your rocket's on the launch pad it's going to be constantly charged. I don't know whether they put parachutes on this or no. I don't know if it will be coming back. Where's the centre of mass? Obviously the centre of mass has got to be down there, but if I take this junk off, its centre of mass is about there. That's alright. Right, so fire, separate, boom 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 boom, separate, fire, fire, no, we don't want both of them firing at once, Jesus. Separate and fire. You need to separate away first. Separate and fire. Separate, fire. Separate. Fire. Just double checking and triple checking our staging is good. I think we're good. OG 10 can mark. Is this the Mark III? I think this is the Mark III. Save. And launch. So basically we're going to try and reattempt what we tried to do last episode, but we've give it more get up and go and we've made it slightly lighter, but it's actually heavier. I should have put struts on them, I just saw them jiggle with spectacular fashion. Here goes nothing. Oh aye. This thing's got get up and go. $2,000 meters. Breaking the sound barrier, we'll get some oscillation, which is not good. Should have put more struts. 5,000 meters, that oscillation's getting worse. We may lose it. And let's get her going this direction. Come on. You know what I know's doing. We need to get our prograde vector down. That prograde's basically the direction that we're pointing, so come on. We don't want to push it too much because she'll push back and we'll start flipping end over end. What's our apoapse at right now? We must have a very high apoapse. Ken, what? This thing might have enough delta V to escape, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to bring her up to apoapse. Get ourselves set 1092. Turn towards the maneuver. You can see how lazy this spaceship is, just with the weight behind it. And because all our control thrusters are up here. And is this thing gimbaled? That's not gimbaled. So basically all of our control is in a tiny little gyroscope in that probe body that's working overtime. But as soon as we get round about there, we can fire this up. And then hopefully we'll get her going. And of course SAS overshot. So what we're actually doing now is we are just plummeting back down. You know what, we're going to stage. See, this one's gimbaled so we get much greater control. That was a nice wee redundant stage that we just abandoned all the way back there. It had a wee bit of fuel left, but it was basically pointing in the wrong direction and it was hindering us more than it was helping us. But we'll get this circularised hopefully. Just past our apoapsis. Let's bring it up a bit. Still got plenty of petrol. Come on apoapse, you should be chasing us. You know what, let's go nose up a bit. Because we are at the minute falling back down to Earth at a slightly alarming rate. Here we go, slowing it down, and we are now gaining altitude. And look at that, the apoapse is going ludicrous. Now we can just chase our target vector around for a bit. Make sure we've still got control of it by popping up that wee window. Get a periapse, once that gets above 60 we are golden. Boom. Perfect. Right, so that's us circularised. I'll cut it here and then we'll cut it down into two parts because NVIDIA likes to cut up my footage. So I'll see you all in part 2.